You know that feeling, right? That Sunday night dread, the Monday morning blues? It's this universal thing we all go through as the weekend fades away. But what if the reason for it all was way, way simpler than we ever thought? Okay, let's get into it, because a new theory has popped up that might just change everything we think we know about the start of the week.
I mean, seriously, why does everybody hate Mondays? It's a question that, people have been asking forever. Philosophers, psychologists, pretty much anyone with a job. Is it some deep psychological thing? Is it about society? Are we just, I don't know, wired to hate it? For the longest time, it's felt like this huge, unsolvable mystery.
But it turns out we might have been making this way too complicated. Because, get this, new data has just surfaced, and it all comes from a single, pretty amazing observation in the wild. A whole new theory has just dropped.
All right, so first things first, let's really frame this problem. We're not just talking about, waking up on the wrong side of the bed. No. We're treating this as a legit, widespread phenomenon that deserves a serious scientific look.
And just look at the scale of this thing. This isn't just a small group of people complaining. I mean, this feeling is everywhere, all over the world, in basically every job you can think of. It's in our memes, it's in our movies. Hating Mondays is literally a part of our culture. And for the longest time, nobody could point to one simple reason why. Well, that might be about to change. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. We need to look at how this evidence actually came together. We're about to dive into the heart of the investigation, which is a set of observations from a case study that gave us some really, really interesting data. So where did this all come from? Well, our new theory comes from a super detailed account of one person's experience on one, let's call it fateful, Monday. Think of this as our primary source, a raw, unfiltered look right into the heart of the problem. And it all starts with some hard numbers. The very first piece of data we have is just the number 2. That's it. So what on earth could that mean?
Well, it turns out that number refers to 2 separate instances of some pretty high-stakes academic competition. The field notes actually called them cahoots. So right away, the day is kicking off with a whole lot of stress and brain power pressure. Not exactly a great start, right?
And the stress didn't stop there. It carried right on through to lunchtime. And just look at this breakdown of the midday meal. The key item here? Sweet potato fries. The subject's reaction was not good. In fact, it was so negative that the final action was to just not eat them at all. So think about that. We've got academic stress piled on top of a major lunch disappointment.
So okay, we've got 2 totally different things happening here. Test anxiety and bad fries. What in the world could link these 2 things together? Well, this is where it all leads to one single, beautiful theory.
So after looking at all this data, the researcher behind this had to ask the big question. Is there one thing, one single unifying reason that explains not just the stressful cahoots and the sad fries, but the entire bad feeling of the whole day? And here it is, the big breakthrough, the simple, profound, world-changing conclusion they reached. Are you ready for this? The reason why is because Mondays are so far away from Friday. Yeah. Let that sink in for a second. Mondays are so far away from Friday. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing in how simple it is, right? It just cuts through all the complicated stuff, the psychology, the sociology, all of it. The theory is that the bad things that happen on a Monday, they aren't the cause of the bad mood. They're just symptoms of a much bigger truth about where we are in time. Of course, a huge discovery like this needs a proper scientific name, and so it has now officially been named the Friday Distance Principle. So here's the official definition for you. Basically, the idea is that how good or bad a day feels is directly tied to how close it is to Friday. Simple as that. The farther you are from that Friday finish line, the worse the day feels. It's so elegant. You can actually test it. It's kind of revolutionary, isn't it? And the best part is, you can use this principle yourself. It's just 4 easy steps. Step 1, figure out what day it is. It's Monday. Step 2, think about the goal. That's Friday. Step 3, measure that huge, vast, seemingly endless gap of time between the 2. And step 4, just, accept the terrible feeling that comes with it. It's like a little self-diagnosis tool for your weekly misery. So let's just put this all in perspective for a second. All the old theories, they were so complex, right? All these different factors from psychology and society and who knows what else. But the Friday Distance Principle, it just sweeps all that off the table. It's simple, it's singular, and it's based on the one thing we all understand, the calendar.
And that really leaves us with just one final question to think about. In this super complex world where we're always trying to analyze every little detail of our lives, is it possible that we've missed the simplest, most obvious truth of all? Maybe the reason we hate Mondays is just that they're really, really far from Friday.